Super Bowl Sunday, and I've flown across the country to watch the game with Norm MacDonald.
I heard everyone hates that Ben Affleck is Batman.
Yeah, but they haven't seen the movie yet.
What's the movie?
Batman.
Norm is one of the funniest people on earth, and maybe the most original.
To a podiatrist's office.
A moth goes into a podiatrist's office, right?
You are correct.
From his first TV appearance on Letterman,
You don't look at Deadpan zero. I'm not kidding you there.
his Saturday Night Live, his movies, and even most recently playing Colonel Sanders on Kentucky Fried Chicken commercials.
It's finger licking good.
He twists comedy in ways that don't seem possible.
But one big news story: Twister is the big what do you call it? Movie. Yeah. Twister's the big movie, and I got some news. Apparently now they're thinking about Oscars for the movie.
Yeah.
They're thinking of Best Actor for The Wind. Before the show, you said that stunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were right.
I did.
It's crazy.
They showed me.
Come and sit. The football game is about to begin.
I show up during the pregame. Some celebrities crave attention or surround themselves with handlers. Not Norm. He's just a guy in an easy chair chomping down tomato sandwiches as fast as his mom can pump them out.
Do you want to sit down with us or no?
And in foreign news today, there's this.
You know, my favorite update joke was, yippee! Jerry Rubin died today. I'm sorry, that should read, yippee Jerry Rubin.
That's a good one. I like that. I remember that one.
Rumor was he was going to be replaced as a KFC pitchman on this day. It's true.
Colonel pretending to be me.
Norm jokes about how on the set that day, no one would tell him the truth.
But also, beyond that, wouldn't they think you'd go back if they were not telling you the truth, right?
Yeah, I don't know what they thought. It was all strange, but...
Not that he cared much.
All right, here we go.
Norm has developed a habit for tweeting throughout sports events. He's also a veteran handicapper.
The proper bet is Denver.
Denver, okay. You wrote Deaver.
So it's worth noting, Norm has had some problems with gambling in the past, but he knows how to pick a game. The problem comes when he starts picking every game.
Well, I remember when I was hosting Saturday Night Live, I had every hockey under. There's like 14 games. When they say, oh, just gamble what you can afford, well, then there's no gamble to it. You know what I mean? What's the gamble?
Yeah.
We talk football, then we move to Russian literature, a genuine passion of his.
But Gogol was an ultra-realist.
Fact is, Norm can have a conversation about almost anything.
Put a knife in and twist it around your brain. So were the Yoko songs those experimental weird things? Now we're at a point where there's 1,011,30 guys. God damn, there's the interception.
We talk about his career, but it's not to boast. Norm rarely boasts.
It was so hard because I had to act in it, you know what I mean? And I can't act, so that was...
Norm is not just good, he's the best.
I didn't steal them. I paid $1.50 for these.
He's unlike virtually anyone I've ever heard tell a joke. He tells winding stories that seem to die. Then he keeps going and they spring to life, like a 13-minute John Coltrane solo.
And in this hellish facade once
How long a drive was this?
We head over to his other condo to watch the game with his son.
Ah, what are you doing?
Just like before, Norm sits down, opens his laptop, and we watch football.
Oh, no, that's going to look bad for Cam. You got that hit out because it takes too long.
It's no longer like I'm with a comedic genius or even an interview subject. I'm just hanging with a guy named Norm.
By the ref.
I understand why David Letterman had him on as the last stand-up of his late-night show.
He's not sentimental, and I say in truth, I love you. Oh, my God.
He's just a genuine guy.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Oh, and the Broncos won. They scored 24. Not bad, Norm.
That was very sweet, Norm. Good night, everybody.
Wanna get da 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 da. and get this fixed. Come just just touch my lips.
I thought my life's pretty interesting too, you know? So this is me. This is my
show is called Norm?
Norm +1. It's a crazy life.
But it's ours.
Hey, don't you gotta go to school or something?
Yeah.
Do you have homework? Did you do your homework?
Yeah.
They give you homework there?
Yep.
Last week, the United Artists Cinema chain agreed to make 300 of its theaters more accessible to people with disabilities. Also, disabled patrons will no longer have to buy an extra ticket for their wheelchair. Good. About time they overturn that barbaric practice. Okay. Grocery and department stores across America have added reserved parking spaces for expectant mothers. Especially excited about this innovation are handicapped drivers who will finally get to park in someone else's space. Meanwhile, 5,000 disabled Americans were in Washington last week to protest doctor-assisted suicide. On a sad note, the demonstration turned ugly when all 5,000 disabled people fought over 2 handicapped parking spaces. I told you, sad. It was sad.
It was announced last week that New Jersey is to be the site of the 2014 Special Olympics. The games will feature over 3,500 athletes competing for 2 parking spots.
Meet anybody? Any heroes of yours? You meet any big celebrities?
Yeah, I met Larry Flint. He's not my hero, but he's a guy. He's a famous guy.
Sure, he's famous. He's well known.
Yeah, I enjoy meeting famous guys,
Sure.
you know. And he came out, he's in a wheelchair, and he talks like this. He goes, and, but he was, it's not his fault. It's not his fault.
No, I know.
He was shot.
Larry Flint was there, right? So afterwards, I went up to Larry Flint, and I'm very uncomfortable around anyone's, wheelchair.
Why?
Or any sick person.
You're worried about it. You don't know what to say. You don't know if to address it or not.
Yeah, and I'm worried about my own mortality.
You think it's almost infectious?
Yes, I really do believe that they don't tell you how many contagious things there are.
He said, because I was in the movie The People Against Larry Flint.
Versus
Larry.
You were in the movie. The People versus. There was a famous movie, and you're in it.
I was in it. I was one of the people that was versusing him.
Okay.
So he said to me, hey, no, he's a good guy. He's a good guy.
So I got close up to him, which you have to do with these fellas, and I said, "Hi, Larry," and he said, "Hi." So I said, "No, of course." I just agreed with him. Anyways, he said to me, he said, "Whenever you're out in California, come on over, I'll take care of you."
No, but this is what he said to me, Conan. He goes, when you're in Los Angeles, I told him I was coming to Los Angeles. He goes, when you're in Los Angeles, he goes, look me up. He goes, I'll take care of you.
Whenever people say that, you think, that means nothing, but coming from him.
Now, my Uncle Basil, if he said, "Hey, anytime you're in the Ottawa Valley, come on over, I'll take care of you," that would mean he would make me a nice mincemeat pie, and Aunt Ida would play on the piano, and it'd be a heck of a thing. But when Larry Flint says, "I'll take care of you," I assume that means I'll be having sex with an odd-looking lady, and then he'll come in whacking off on his wheelchair.
Well,
But he's a wonderful guy.
Like if my Uncle Phil told me that from Minneapolis, I'd think if he went, "Hey, I'll take care of you when you come to Minneapolis," that means I'll make you a nice chicken pot pie. But Larry Flint, that means, I'll get you a couple of hot, dirty broads, and then while you're having sex with them, I'll come into my wheelchair. Who knows what it means?
Okay.
You say I don't listen. I tell you I try. And we people got our own problems, but I still
I think the supplementary edition of a masturbating, voyeuristic, bewheeled Larry Flint is that's conjecture. But I think what is reasonable, Norm, is that him saying "I'll take care of you," because if it was like a man that ran like a vegetable store, "I'll take care of you," you might think that you're going to get some beets, some juices. I don't think you'd be paying for the pornography. I think a friendship with Larry is a portal to pornography.
Oh, absolutely.
I see. And I'll tell you something.
You are something.
You have a friend in that man right there, Andy Richter.
Yes, I do. He's a good friend of me. Thank you. He's a good friend.
Yeah, and when I came to Hollywood, Andy was a good friend to me.
Oh, he was nice to you when you first came
He was
here.
absolutely. We had nothing, you know. We were just starting out. I was working at Artie's Deli coffee shop. Busting tables, you know, and stuff like that. And he was always there to help me and stuff. He was the first guy I actually met. He had some pylon on the TV and stuff, and he was really so sweet to me, you know. And he said, I want to invite you over to a Hollywood party. No, I was just a farm boy from Canada, you know.
Sure, yeah.
Canada, yeah. And big nation up to the north.
Sure, yes, powerful nation. Lovely people.
So I said, wow, here's my, Andy Richter's going to show me, I'm going to go to a Hollywood party. How exciting, you know? So he said, it's going to be a pretty wild party. You know, I'm not used to wild parties. I said, what is a wild party there? You know, I don't get out much. He says, he's like a little drinking, a little fighting, a little fornicating, you know? I said, wow, man, that sounds pretty good. I said, what time should I show up? He goes, anytime, it's just the two of us.
Came over, didn't you? A little fighting, a little fornicating. What's he, an old pirate all of a sudden?
You notice how I didn't say it's 11?
Hey!
No, because it's 11:30.
It's that Tonight Show now, buddy boy.
That's what I'm trying to point out. It's 11:30.
Thanks for pointing that out. That was great of you.
You want to hear my dad's favorite joke?
Yeah.
He says he was from the farm, you know, and he says a guy comes from the city. City slicker comes and he buys a farm, and the farmer next door comes over to him and says, "Hey, now, would you like to come over to my house tonight? We're going to have a big shindig for you because we're neighborly here." And the city guy said, "Well, this is something that's I really like, you know, that this is why I moved to the farm, to have things like this, you know." Guy says it'll be a hell of a big party, you know. He goes, it'll be, a little drinking, a little fighting, a little fucking, you know. And the city guy goes, "Well, that sounds good. What time should I be here?" And the farmer goes, "Anytime you like, just the two of us." So they would drink, then get in a fight, and fuck.
It's your dad's favorite
That was
joke.
my dad's favorite joke.
He said, "Welcome to the neighborhood. I know it's not exactly a neighborhood. I live 40 miles from here. But if you're interested, tomorrow night I'm throwing a welcome to the neighborhood bash. There's going to be a lot of barbecue, some drinking, some dancing, and some wild sex. Would you like to come?" And Morty said, "Sure, but what should I wear?" The cowboy said, "It doesn't make any difference. It's just going to be the two of us."
First of all, Amy Schumer came from last time. Amy Schumer, I consider Amy Schumer the funniest person on the planet. If you take me out of the equation.
No, I meant me.
Oh, that's why you were coughing?
That's why I was clearing my throat, yeah. Not you.
I thought you were clearing your throat for me.
No.
No, taking you out of the equation.
Yeah.
But you're funny in a different way.
Yeah, thank you, buddy.
Acerbic Wit back on display as a judge on NBC's Last Comic Standing, reality show that aims to find the best stand-up talent in the country. One of their winners, Amy Schumer, of course.
Amy Schumer, I think, right now, is the funniest person in the entire world.
Do you really?
Really?
Yeah. Not woman.
Person.
I don't disagree with that. I put you up there, but she's
I'm
close.
I wasn't counting me. Counting me, she's the second funniest person in the world.
Our viewers comment as they watch this online, and someone's just commented. Natalie says, on the Today Show, you said that Amy Schumer is the funniest person in the world. How does she compare to Letterman?
Oh, Letterman's funnier. But I was talking about the new generation of people that are out.
Yeah.
I consider, personally, and I take myself out of the equation, that Amy Schumer is the funniest person in the world. Now, if I were to put myself in the equation, I would say Amy Schumer is the second most funniest person in the world.
Well, you already said Dave's funnier, so she's third now.
Well, Dave, but Dave's retired.
But he's still a person.
I know, but it's hard to know if he's funny or not because he's living in Wyoming with a buffalo going, ah!
I don't believe he is. I think he's just back in Connecticut, where he always lived.
That's what what's his name used to say, Rickles.
Rickles used to say that.
Well, he used to
lived
say
in Wyoming?
no. He used to say there's one guy in a shed with a rake going, ah! Like he just say stuff that made no sense. That's what I loved about Rickles.
Yeah, right.
This is a fun story. I'll give you this. I don't think I've ever told this one. I was writing like bad sketch jokes my like first year in LA with a friend of mine at the Coffee Bean. I don't even think it's there anymore, across from the mall. And it's late and they're about to close down. And in walks Norm MacDonald. And the girl says to me, who I'm writing with, this girl that I worked with at a production company, she says to me, she goes, "Oh yeah, you know who that is, right?" And I go, "Holy fuck, holy shit." And she goes, "That's the Bob Dole guy." I go, "The Bob Dole guy?"
Oh, I would have ripped her eyes out.
Hey, I'm Bob Dole. And pipe down, you damn hoodlum.
I mean, I was like, "It's fucking Norm MacDonald." And
Yeah.
she's like, "No, I know, I forgot his name." I was like,
Oh,
what?
God.
So we sit there and I'm kind of fanboying out and I'm just kind of, like not trying to face him, and he's ordering coffee and I keep kind of looking over just to like, cause you just want to get a glimpse. Cause when I'm 22, I just moved to LA. I was like, fuck, holy shit, it's Norm MacDonald. He comes in there where the coffee is. He looks over. She's a pretty girl. Okay. And obviously doesn't see me at all. Doesn't know I exist. And he's kind of trying to talk her up a little bit. He's like, what are you guys doing? And she goes, "Oh, we're writing sketches." And he goes, "Oh yeah, I know a thing or two about sketches." And both of us were like, "Yeah, no, we know." Like, and I started stumbling. I'm like, "No, I was a fan of your sketches,"
right. Yeah.
And he goes, "Oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna go next door. I'm gonna get a Steinbeck novel, Barnes and Noble. There used to be a Barnes and Noble." He goes,
Yeah.
"I'm gonna get a Steinbeck novel." I'm laughing, thinking he's just making jokes. And he goes, I'll be back. Okay, I'll be back." And he walks out, and I'm like, "Whoa, how fucking cool was that?" Hand to God, he comes back in with a Steinbeck novel and sits down by us and just starts talking.
Oh my God.
I swear on my life.
Oh my God.
It was almost like you started a Norm engine and he just wanted to talk. So he just started talking and talking and talking and telling stories. And I shouldn't tell it, like, I don't want to fuck it up, but the best story he told, I said, "What was your most, like, secret fun thing that happened at SNL that, like, what was some inside shit?" And he goes, Smigel and I, Robert Smigel. If you don't know who Robert Smigel is, he's Triumph the Insult Comic Dog.
Mr. Rickles, this may be presumptuous on my part, but I would be so honored. May I sniff your butt?
He goes, "Smigel and I, we used to write sketches for Tracy, because we knew Tracy Morgan. We knew Tracy, he was bad in table reads. He couldn't read for shit. He's a fucking stumble through words, So one time we wrote this sketch that we knew was going to tank. Lauren hated it. And we showed it to Tracy anyway because we knew he had trouble reading. He had someone helping him read. He had bad time with S's. So he wrote this sketch about this guy is like a gay animal handler named Brian Fellows. Do you remember that sketch?
Yeah.
Brian Fellows?
Brian Fellows spent 4 years in Thailand as a volunteer for and later director of the Southeast Asian Animal Rescue Project. He subsequently served as director of animal operations at the San Diego Zoo and undersecretary of the Interior for Wildlife Management.
Brian Fellows, Brian Fellows, Brian Fellows, Safari Planet.
And he goes, yeah, if you look, the best part for us was it was Brian Fellows, apostrophe S, Safari Planet. It was 3 S's in a row is the sketch that we pitched. So in the room, even though the sketch was bad, we knew Tracy would go, Brian Fellows, this is Brian Fellows.
I'm Brian Fellow! Yes, I'm well aware, and I didn't mean to insinuate anything by that. I apologize.
Oh, that's okay. Let me tell you, I once saw a video of a monkey washing a cat. That's crazy!
Okay. All right, this is nuts. You have clearly overstated your credentials.
I'm Brian
wasting
Fellow.
my time here.
I'm Brian
out,
Fellow. Good, go. And take that monster with you and tell him to stop smiling at me.
And Norm goes, he goes, that is the funniest thing. We used to fuck with Tracy all the time. And dude, I was like, my heart was filled with comedy warmth.
Yeah.
This is the most wild part. Again, I don't believe that this happened. To myself, I'm going, this is a lie. You're making this up.
Right.
But she's my proof. We walk out when they finally close the doors. After they're like, Mr. McDonald, you can stay. You know, the coffee bean kids are sitting just listening. We all walk outside, and he starts taking off, kind of headed north on La Cienega. And as a joke, my friend goes, do you want to ride? Are you walking? And he goes, no, I don't want to get in the car with you. And we start laughing, and he goes, okay, shotgun. And he comes and runs, sits in the front seat.
No.
I swear to God on my life.
Oh, my God.
Her car. I'm sitting in the back seat, and he's showing us where to go, and we drop him off at his house, and at this complex. And he gets out, and he kind of opens the door, and we didn't say anything the whole car ride.
Right.
We just listened to him going, left here, right here. And he gets out, and he turns and looks in the car, and all he said, he just goes, good luck, or whatever, and closes the door.
Wow.
Yeah. That was my Norm MacDonald moment in comedy. But because he was one of those guys that I was like, when he did Weekend Update, I was like, that's the funniest guy to read.
He was the best at that.
Yeah, because
I don't find it funny. He was the only person that I found funny in that position.
He didn't care. The jokes were him making a joke about the joke.
Right. I think that's
how
what it was.
funny it was.
Yeah.
And after I saw him do that, I thought that's the guy that can write jokes better than anybody that I didn't know anyone that could write a joke like that where it's like, it's really clever, it's funny, but he throws it in the trash. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like he wrote it, he's like, ha ha, and throws it away.
Poor Mrs. Lane.
He asked me to watch Chris Farley before he died. He said, you got to come to the after party at SNL, the one he did right before he died. So I go to the after party, and Chris...
Norm or Chris?
Me and Norm...
Sorry, Joby's still on the phone.
Me and Norm are watching Chris Farley, okay? Norm has to go talk to somebody. He goes, watch Farley. Farley disappears into a bathroom with Andy Dick for 5 minutes. Comes out in 5 minutes, smiling, whatever. Norm comes back and goes, how's it going? I go, well, I got bad news. Farley disappeared into a bathroom with Andy Dick. And I got to tell you, man, there's only 2 reasons a guy goes into a bathroom with Andy Dick. Neither one is good. And Norm went, holy fuck, I hope he's high.
Let me hear this.
I had to help watch. I had to help watch. Okay. So this is how fast Norm is, though. This is a testament to Norm's wit. So I'm at the party, and Norm's talking to somebody, and I'm watching.
You have a normal knife.
I'm coked up. So I see Farley disappear into a bathroom with Andy Dick. Okay, him and Andy go into a bathroom. Yeah. They come out 5 minutes later, they giggling. Norm goes over to me. He goes,
The red.
what's going on with Chris?
Give it
I
to
go,
me.
Bad news, bro. He goes, what? I go,
Give me the knife.
"You went into a bathroom with Andy Dick." I said, there's only 2 reasons a man goes into a bathroom with Andy Dick. And neither one of them's good. And Norm looked at me without missing a beat and said, holy fuck, I hope he's high.
Do you get it? I never heard that.
Norm say that.
Holy fuck, I hope he's high.
Norm is so fucking funny, dude.
Good news he was high.
Whoever sent that, I love you. That is so good.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
He had the complexion of wet cardboard. I've never seen a man look more unhealthy.
Dude, I went to a strip club with him in Toronto.
Me?
We shot a
No.
movie in Toronto. We had chicks hanging.
But you remind me of a guy that's good at fucking.
I love it.
Fucking and sucking. Bahrain.
Let me ask you this, of all the people that you've ever interviewed over the years, how many people would you say you've interviewed?
40,000.
40,000.
That's what they figure 40 years, about 1,000 people a year.
40,000 guests. Now, who was the physically ugliest guest you ever encountered? The ugliest.
Ugliest.
The Elephant Man. You ever interview the Elephant Man?
No, we tried.
He was ugly.
But we didn't do. We almost had Siamese twins once.
Really?
Didn't do them.
You're saying Siamese twins are ugly?
They were connected at the head.
And that
would have been difficult.
Not attractive to you?
No.
Would you marry a Siamese twin?
Now stop that. I didn't come here to be insulted.
No, but
all right.
So you never interviewed
I'm
the
trying to
Elephant
think if you asked. No, I did not interview the Elephant Man. I'm trying to think of the ugliest man I have ever interviewed. The ugliest man. Who's the guy who produces Saturday Night Live?
Lorne Michaels.
That's the man.
Yes, I've met him. He is
hard to look at.
Not easy on the eye.
No, not. Hard to interview people like that.
Not easy on the eye. So you're saying, Larry King, that you find conjoined twins ugly?
At the head, yes.
At the head, they're ugly.
At the hip, they're not ugly. But at the head, well, it's grotesque.
It's grotesque.
Don't you think it's grotesque?
No, I find all humans beautiful.
Larry, that's why we love you.
In a recent interview, Jane Pauley recalled how back in the 70s, she coined the phrase bad hair day. In another recent interview, Larry King recalled how back in the 70s, he coined the phrase bad face day.
Told me that we should go our separate ways, but now you're back.
Oh, hey, I'm thankful that this year the police finally solved the baffling murder of Bob Hope.
Nathaniel Riches on Instagram wants to know, who's your favorite comedian?
My favorite comedian of all time is Bob Hope. I saw Bob Hope live and talked to him.
Oh.
When I was a child. And I watched him, a giant, he's such a big star, Bob Hope. So I was at the Canadian National Exhibition, which holds 30,000 people or something like that. And Bob Hope is just astonishingly funny.
Yeah.
And you can't quote a Bob Hope joke.
Yeah.
Because his jokes all were bad. Yeah. But he was so fantastic.
It's worse than horrible because a zombie has no will of his own. You see them sometimes walking around blindly with dead eyes, following orders, not knowing what they do, not caring.
You mean like Democrats?
And when I saw him, he moved so subtly. He hardly moved on stage, but after a joke, he'd shift his weight slightly. and I thought later, he's such a physical comic in movies. You know what I mean? He can dance and move.
Yes, yes.
But he knew in stand-up to just do this very subtle...
But this is a beautiful audience. It's obvious that many of the ladies spent the afternoon with their hairdresser. Some had their hair done, and I just...
But anyways, he's my favorite stand-up. Everybody says Pryor and Carlin, but Bob Hope is my favorite stand-up of all time.
Oh, really?
Between the jokes that, Carson would do a saver or something, but Bob Hope would do a great thing where he'd do the joke, stare in the camera, and there'd be fear in his eyes, as if he'd been found out or something. I remember as a child, really always wanting, and of course it was so great when you just walk on Carson.
Yeah,
and he's doing a special next door,
Yeah. This is my thing. I'm going to go on talk shows from now on, just talk like Bob Hope from the 70s. So you ask me a question.
So, Norm, I heard you're working on a new show. What's the process
Yeah,
been
working
like?
on a special just across the hall, you know, and it's wild. We got a lot. We're gonna have a lot of fun. We got Kawhi Leonard, and you know he's just doing wonderful things up there. And who else will be there? Are you familiar with Cagney and Lacey?
I'm not.
Well, we're gonna have them both. And who else? Robert Stack will be there, and Susan Sarandon, a wonderful gal. Don't care much for her politics. She's a bit of a commie. But Janine Garofalo will be there. All kinds of just wonderful folk. And we're doing that across the hall. Anyways, I got to go. I need to leave. And then the other guy would be, because he'd always interrupt a guy right in the middle of the story. That's what Bob Hope was famous for. You know, Walter Matthau would go, and then I get da 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 da, and then Bob Hope walks out. Walter Matthau has to trundle over to the couch. Anyway.
He picked great comics. Then I see the American one. He said Bob Hope. That's what Steve Carell said.
Right.
I like Bob Hope. I'm like, yeah.
Sure.
Why would you like Bob Hope? It's so much more interesting that a guy with no sense of humor loves good comedy.
Right.
Because that's what I heard in high school all the time. People would just play Monty Python all the time, you know, just recite it, and just witless idiots.
Although I would contend that Bob Hope was a good comedian.
Well, he's my favorite comic, but most people...
I liked his film persona, I think, more than his stand-up persona.
People forget how great a physical comic
Well, and also you can clearly see how much Woody Allen stole from him in terms of the persona, the nervousness, the kind of the would-be womanizer who's kind of being shot down, in which I tried to steal shamelessly as well.
He just stole it, and then he thought, well, if I say I stole it, that's all right.
Right, yeah.
I'm on Barbara Walters was interviewing. He's not a guy that, you know, has his heart on his sleeve. You know what I mean? She said, I read that when you were young, you were, you know, a two-story flat, and you know, you were 10 children, 3 of them died, and you had to go play the old hall, you know, just to survive. You know, and he said, isn't that wild? And then she said, you've been married 50 years. Like, how do you and Dolores keep the marriage going? He goes, I play golf. We have the dogs. But I like that he was only about comedy. Roseanne, this is what Kevin Nealon told us. Tell him that story out of me again. He doesn't have his own anecdotes.
No. All my 90% of my anecdotes come from Kevin Nealon, but he told this real doozy about.
I should talk to him.
Yeah, you should.
So I can have some fun.
He said during Roseanne's
Roseanne
talk
had a
show.
talk show.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Oh yes, yes.
So one time, the guest was Joe Pantoliano, and she didn't know who he was. But,
you fucked it up! God damn it, oh motherfucker!
See?
I'm a guest on there, and now it's time to introduce the next guest. And she says, okay, this next guy coming out, he's a great actor. He was in Risky Business. He was done all kinds of stuff. I just love him. Ladies and gentlemen, Joe Pantoliano. And he comes out, and as he's walking across the stage toward the desk, she goes, oh, I know who he is. I know him.
You don't even have your own stories. You take other people's stories and fuck them up. Very good.
I'll tell you the story, but it's fucked up. But she's like Joe Pantoliano. She goes, this next guy's Joe Pantoliano. He's great. He was in Risky Business, and you all know. Come on out, Joe Pantoliano. And as Joe Pantoliano was walking out, Roseanne said, I know that guy.
Now, see, you already fucked it up.
Yeah.
So now when he told it the right way,
that's my role.
It didn't work.
Didn't work because he knew that she didn't know.
Don't ask him to tell any more stories.
Damn.
Or jokes or anything.
What do you have to say now?
I mean, I'm not a good, you know.
Anything.
Yeah, clearly. I mean, it's like,
Gilbert is not looking at your slow burn that you've been trying to perfect.
It's not, I mean...
Yesterday night, like, because I'm trying to get into fitness. So for the past 2 days, like, I was doing those weights and all that stuff. So then I was like, yeah, I'm going to run. And then I looked on the computer about running, and they said barefoot running was good.
Yep.
So I barefoot ran on this sidewalk, and then I cut my foot. And then I had to walk back like a half a mile with a cut foot, so now my foot's all weird.
Yeah, that doesn't. They are saying that barefoot running is the way to go. In fact, they have these ridiculous shoes that protect the bottom of your foot, but each individual toe. But I've thought that often. If you're a man of from the Western world, your feet are not exposed that much to rocks and glass. It's not like in Kenya where they run for
That's what Steve was
30
saying.
miles. Yeah. So we're very susceptible to what is on the ground. You could end up with tetanus. You could step on something infected with something. My suggestion to you would be to run with shoes.
That's what Steve's worried about because I just put some water on it, but my feet are still
water.
My feet are still filthy.
Oh yeah,
like the bottom of them look like homeless guys' feet.
Oh really? Now, have you bathed since the run?
I soaked it, but it's the black it's deep, that black. Whatever,
like tar and asphalt.
It's dug into your skin now.
Yeah.
So you're getting very much into fitness because we taught you. By the way, you were great when we talked to you on the phone. Unfortunately, the guy producing it didn't have your voice in any of it, so we couldn't play it.
Really?
Yeah, but so if any of this seems redundant, I apologize. I'm sorry that you had to get up to do that. Norm MacDonald, by the way, 2 shows tonight at the Wilbur Theater. You can get tickets at thewilbur.com or call Ticketmaster at 1-800-745-3000. So since when and why has exercise become this passion of yours?
3 days ago.
Yeah. Like what occurred to you where you're like, you know what, I need to start running outside and lifting weights and researching this stuff?
Well, I had these weights that somebody gave to me a long time ago, and so I was lifting those for a couple days. I was starting to feel really good. Then I went for a swim. And then that was like the night before last, and then I was like, yeah, everything's going to be different now. It was horrible. So you're working out now and stuff, right?
Yeah, how about you?
I worked out a couple times. I liked it when I was young. I didn't have, you didn't have to work out. You were just in good shape.
Yeah.
And I was in my best shape back then. I think I was seriously, when I was when I was 1. That's when
I reached your peak when you were 1.
My God, I look great. You wouldn't know me now. You see me back then. I was young and fresh.
I can imagine.
Even for my age, people would come up to me and go, what, you 0?
I don't work out. I'm a weak man. You know that, Dennis.
Well, listen, you and I were on the Mount Olympus of weakness.
And not just physically.
Oh, no, in every way.
In every single way. So, I told the guy that, and he said he couldn't do anything except for the physical part. But I don't know if he was the best trainer anyway. He was smoking a butt the whole time.
No, that's not good.
That's just a joke. He was a big guy. And but I told him, I said, look, I don't want be big like you. I don't want veins. I have no use for that in my arms, or abs. I don't want abs. I don't even know quite what they are. All I know is they were invented around the 80s. And I don't even know what you do when you get them, you know what I mean? Because you got to wear a shirt, You just go to work and go, hey, you want to see these things on my belly? Everybody's like, no. But so I told the guy, I said, I'm here for one reason and one reason only. I want to have one hot ass.
Now, folks, I don't like to brag, but like Schwarzenegger, I did a little bodybuilding back in the day, too. But I'm guessing you guys wouldn't want to see that, though, would you? Okay, all right, sure. Let's hope that doesn't live on the YouTube forever, long after I'm dead, out of context.
Some days we get closer, things that we never really needed, promises that we never thought of keeping safe. I guess it's never over if we never got a chance.
I never worked out or anything like that because, you know, I always felt like you can't, like if you're a dude, you know, you can't really, the ladies don't seem to care, at least that's what they say. And then also, I don't think you can get like a perfect body. I think if you're a lady, you can get a perfect body. But if you're a dude, I don't think you can get like a perfect body on account of you got like every dude seems to have one of those like a sack, you know, a sack, right? And so, no matter how perfect your body is, if you got a sack, you know, it doesn't look very good. You know, you don't have a good-looking body, basically. You know, no matter what. Like you show me any dude, go, hey, look at that guy's body. I go, good God, what's that fucking thing? That guy's got a sack on him. You know, it's not a good-looking body. You ever see a guy with a good-looking sack? You know, yeah. You ever hear a guy go, hey, Bob, you know what your best feature is? Me and the guys were talking about it. Your sack. Holy Lord, that's... You doing something different with your sack lately or something? God damn, that looks good. Good-looking sack you're toting around there, I'm telling you. Right? You can't work out on that or anything. Got no machine, got no sack of steel. They're just giving up on that, man. That's why I'm surprised the fucking those plastic surgeons. Why are they working on the sack, man? Guy go like, man, I got a little thing here, a line under my eye. I'm gonna get that taken care of. Meanwhile, huge ancient old sack hanging out. Yeah, that's my problem, man. That eye thing. Got little crow's feet there, man. I get rid of them, that'll be good. Your sack's old too, man. That's older than you, your sack. I don't know how that worked out. You know what I mean? You have a dude like 25, his sack's like 100 years old. Right? Sometimes you turn to it for advice. You ever do that? You go, right? You go, what would you do, wise old sack? You know? He's like, I tell you something, son. You see old guys sack like that. Old guys sacks are really old because they're like 80, their sack's like 400 or 500 years old. It's like a fucking old, like a tree or something. It's not like a tree, but trees are old. I read that in a book. Okay, folks, before we continue, I have an announcement from the management. Would the owner of a Glock 9 with the inscription, "Too Puffy with Love," please pick up your gun? It's at the hospitality suite. Oh, I have an announcement to read. I almost forgot. I was told to make this announcement. Table 10, wherever you are, table 10. We're sorry your waitress hasn't been there in a while. Larry King just married her. So... What's that? Guy yells my name for no reason. Oh, I have another announcement to make. Is that what you're telling me? That I should make this announcement? You're right. You make a good point with your incoherent gibberish. Here it is. Here's my other announcement. The U.S. State Department, folks, has just issued a travel warning for all women moving past Dick Morris's table. So... I don't know. Well, that's about it for me.
Small talks in a big world, full of people with good vibes and bad habits. This love, it just...
So, this is my promise to the people of the Video Podcast Network world. I will not eat a single morsel of food until Margaret Thatcher is dead and buried.
She died 3 weeks ago. We'll be right back with Larry King.
When women talk about marriage, it's a happy occasion. I'm getting married, I got my ring, I got my colors picked out, I got 4 of my fat friends to stand next to me. But it's not the same for the men. When men talk about marriage with our friends, it sounds like something you get diagnosed with. Did you hear what happened to Charles? No, what? He's getting married? No! You could go to nightclubs and meet women, but I don't like going to nightclubs. Everybody in the nightclub is a liar. The men are lying, the women are lying. You got older women in the club trying to look young, but you know they older because they got that vaccine mark on their arm.
There's a comedian that you remind me of. Do you know who I'm speaking of?
No.
He was my favorite comedian. He passed away a couple years ago.
Patrice O'Neill?
Patrice O'Neill. The reason I loved Patrice was he had his own truth, and he was going to tell you, and he wasn't going to take any prisoners. And that's a giant void to fill, Patrice O'Neill, because I felt he was the funniest guy in the world when he passed away.
I mean, did you watch the Charlie Sheen one?
Yes, yes.
And
I tell you what, sorry.
Well, what do you like? I mean, because like a lot of people were saying that was just there's no line whatsoever, and that it is something other than just being funny, and that it's gotten kind of just brutal and painful to watch.
Right. Well, yeah, like, because, when we get interviewed as comics, like, people always go, like, is there any line? And we go, no, but there's lines. Of course, there's fucking lines,
Yeah.
You're a human being,
well,
hopefully. But I remember they were talking about William Shatner roast. Artie told me this, that William Shatner's fucking wife had just drowned in a pool 3 months earlier, and they had to get all the comics together and go, look, no jokes about his wife drowning. And they were all like, fuck.
Yeah, what are we going to do now?
And I was like, what, did it even occur to you to fucking do that joke?
The guy's still wearing a black ribbon and his clothing is torn.
I love Patrice on that, though. Because I love Patrice.
Yeah, he's great.
And he did it. I never saw a guy that did the roast so good. Because he didn't do all that.
Well, I mean, that line is interesting because it's really a personal line.
Our next roaster is Patrice O'Neill. You may recognize Patrice from his many speaking roles in movies, but only if you've sat in front of him in a theater. I know, some of these jokes may come off racist, which is why it's important to remember that Rosa Parks fought so Patrice could take 3 seats on the bus. So please welcome a guy who looks like Chris Farley after a mine shaft explosion, the very funny Patrice O'Neill.
Thank you very much. It's just strange because I had all this planned shit, but I didn't know William Shatner was gonna be quasi, like, an old racist man, like, but everybody's giggling, like, whoa, but you're a fucking asshole, Captain Kirk.
What are you talking about?
Like, I don't respect him, but I'll respect him, because he's fucking Captain Kirk. But I think he might be racist because his hair plugs look like black girls' pussy hair. This is fucking amazing. Like, I wasn't gonna be mean to Anthony. I don't know him, I never met him. Like, so I'm sitting here watching him, and I'm like, he has way too much confidence. Like, in my world, he's an open micer. Nobody knows him, and nobody should. Like, nobody should fucking know Anthony I refuse to learn his last shitty name. I learned Galifianakis. That's the last shitty last name this nigga's gonna learn in this fucking funky town. He reminds me of a medieval restaurant waiter. Like, his old demeanor, like, hello, may I welcome to, and you just wanna go, shut the fuck up and bring me my giant turkey leg, you fucking nothing. How the fuck can I be too mean after all this shit? I can't believe it. I'm dying of diabetes, and you motherfuckers are like, oh, that evil fat puff, you know. I consider Seth an icon, I do. Like, I got a critique about Seth. It's too much Seth. It's almost like he's jealous of his own creation, where he wants to prove I'm better than the cartoons. But he's not better than the cartoons. See, but I think the problem is with Seth is that he don't have a partner. You know, like the South Park guys or Hanna-Barbera. I know we've read that old story that Hannah once said, I'm bigger than Yogi, and Barbera slapped the shit out of him for saying that. Seth needs a Barbera to slap him, and slap him twice. Once, to say, hey man, don't forget why people love you. And two, just say you're gay. No straight man writes that many show tunes. That's a fact. I love Mike Tyson, and I don't have much to say. As a fan of Mike Tyson, I love him, and I don't mean, yeah, I love him.
Fuck you.
I love you, man. I'm just disappointed and hurt at how much comfort white people have around you now. I don't like it. And Steve-O, this new subdued, not drunk you, it fucking stinks, man. Ride that whole Steve-O shit till the wheels come off, man. Let a fucking leech bite your eyeballs and do some goofy shit. Even your fake puncher, it just, you disturb me with your lack of edge. You just like, why are you still looking at me like that, Mr. Shatner, sir? You're like, boy, I had more for that nigga than didn't say it. I should have said it, because he's an asshole.
You're telling it as it is. You're telling it like it is.
Jeff Ross, I love you, I guess. Look, Jeff Ross is a legend. His funniness is a legend. But when I say legend, I mean a myth. Like the Loch Ness Monster or Bigfoot. Like, we all believe they exist, but who really ever saw it? Oh, shit. I've turned down many roasts. I have, about 3 or 4 of them. And I said yes to this, and I'm dead ass serious. I said yes to this because I respect Charlie Sheen. I do. I said yes because I respect not his body of work. Like not. It's all been very Christian Slayer-ish. Like it just like. He sucks, but he's good, but he sucks at the same time. I think that his stand that he made against the business, I think this is a fucked up business, but he stood up, he still survived, and he proved that nobody can keep like a Sheen down, you know? They can keep Estevez down, because his brother, and he's the good one. That motherfucker do everything right, and that nigga's career is over. Holy shit. Fuck Tiger Blood, he's selling his own blood to make money. But I want to say to your eyes, man, I I love that you stood up to what you thought was wrong, and I'm impressed by you, and I just wanted to say that. So, thank you, man. Thanks for having me. Y'all take care. Thank you.
Okay.
And said, I should ask you about Rodney Dangerfield. When he was on the show, you had some experience with him. Can you tell me that story?
Rodney came on the show to do an update. Like sometimes Lauren would just go, "Oh, Rodney Dangerfield is here," you know, and you go, "We don't know, how do we use him?" Yeah, it'd be hard to use him on update. Yeah. So then Jim had this idea, Jim Downey, where I would go, you know. He would go, "I tell you, I got no respect," you know, do a joke, and then I go, "That seems funny. Yeah, Rodney, you know, get any respect? What about your kids? And they must give you respect, you know. Yeah. You're doing good. My kids, they don't give me respect. Do a few more jokes, you know." I go, "That seems hard to believe. What about, certainly, like if you went to a bar, like a bartender would give you respect, right?" You go, "I tell you, dude." I go, like, "This is atrocious," you know. But anyways, Rodney's like, "What the fuck?" He didn't understand any of it. He's like, "Why? Doesn't this motherfucker know I don't get no respect?" You know? So, anyways, you have to do the show at 8:30, and then the dress rehearsal, and then at 11:30, you know. So he had to get there real early, you know, and he said, "Norm, I gotta talk to you." I was like, "What?" He says, "Why the fuck?" He goes, "I know how to do my jokes. Why can't I just leave and come back at midnight?" You know, I'm like, "Well, I don't know, Rodney. Like, you have to do the dress rehearsal. You know, they make us do the dress rehearsals." He goes, "I don't mind." He goes, "I don't mind fucking act. I've done it a million times." I go, "Yeah, I know. I don't know what." So then he said, "I tell you, we were all alone, you know, and Rodney was like my hero and stuff." And he goes, "I tell you, kid, it's all waiting, you know." He goes, "Just fucking waiting, just, you know." He goes, "You do TV, you just sit in a room and you wait all the time, you know." He goes, "The same with movies. You just sit in a trailer and you wait the whole fucking time." He goes, "That's no life, you know." He goes, "Oh, you know, all there is stand-up." He goes, "Oh, the rest of it's all shit, you know. Movies are shit, TV's shit, you know." He goes, "Always remember, kid, it's just stand up." So it's very, like, moving and everything. And then he goes, he pauses, and then he goes, "Stand up is shit." You know? And so then I was staring at him all alone in a room, and after he's told me everything in the world is shit. But that was Rodney, man. The heaviness, that's what I always say. "Oh, the heaviness, Norm, the heaviness," you know.
He would have been really old at that time.
Yeah, I guess the thing with Rodney is he didn't make it till he was like 50 or something, so he didn't care for that, you know. He didn't like all the other people getting the fruits of show business, which to him were just drugs and women. You know, he came from that era where it was like, broads, I tell you, booze, you know. So he didn't like that he had to wait till he was older to get that.
There's questions that came from the Twitterverse or whatever you want to call it.
All right.
Do you want to hear them?
What else could we do with them?
Stand-ups sometimes secretly want to play a dramatic role. Have you ever seen a guy?
No, stop.
But you've seen comics, and then they're on a show, and they're a guy that's soft in the head. And, huh?
Yeah. This is from Twitter. I'm much more interested in
Okay.
That's a regular person.
Okay. But what do you think of that? Like I've seen Burl, and
I feel sorry for them.
Do you feel this? Is how I feel. I think maybe you agree with this. To be a comic actor, so rare, isn't it? And
you mean comic / actor?
No, a comic actor. Like my favorite movie
John
is
Ritter?
my favorite movie. Yes, like John Ritter. My favorite movie is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles because I love John Candy in it so much. And to be a comic,
he's Canadian.
Yeah, but to be a comic actor is so rare, and to be a dramatic actor is so common that why would a great comic actor want to be a
1,000%. 1,000%. I thought this when I was a kid, starting out in the business. When in my 20s, I said, why? Somebody asked me, would you ever do a dramatic role? I go, they got people for that.
Right.
They got millions of people for that.
Yeah.
Let those people do it. The greatest thing in the world is a funny guy.
Mm-hmm.
It relieves the burden of life.
Did you like that movie, that Preston Sturges film?
It's my favorite movie.
Sort of encapsulates
Sullivan's
that?
Travels.
Oh, that's your favorite movie?
It's the greatest movie. Well, The Graduate's my favorite movie to watch as a movie.
Yeah.
But what it's about.
But what Sullivan's Travels is exactly what you're talking about.
Yes, exactly.
Exactly what you're talking about. And did you say
How about you? Is that
I love Sullivan's
important
Travel
to you?
for that because it surprised me. I didn't expect it.
Right. What surprises you about me?
What surprises
you about me?
You mean just during this interview?
Just in general.
You seem kind.
That's surprising?
Uh-huh. Because I would think you were cold.
Right.
And yet you're warm.
Oh, thank you.
And in your eyes, I always go by eyes.
Again,
I always go by eyes.
You should.
According to the EPA, it will cost an estimated $295 million to clean up toxic waste at the former Lockheed Martin military aircraft plant in California. The cause of the toxic waste? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. In Princess Anne, Maryland, state health officials have discovered what caused the mysterious death of 200,000 fish at a Somerset County fish farm. The culprit? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. In economic news, unemployment figures rose slightly for the month of October, with declines in the Dow Jones and NASDAQ. The reason for the sudden downturn? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. Entertainment Weekly's list of the 101 most powerful people in show business is out. At number 1, Fox CEO Robert Murdoch. And at number 2, you guessed it, Frank Stallone. And finally, the number 1 selling doll this Christmas is Tickle Me Elmo. And the least popular selling doll? You guessed it, Tickle Me Frank Stallone. And the British Sunday Times is reporting that Belgian doctors have accidentally cloned a human being. The human being? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. Recent photos sent from the Galileo space probe orbiting Jupiter's moon Europa suggests that it meets the conditions necessary to support a primitive life form. Just what kind of life form? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. And finally, the votes are in. And Entertainment Weekly has chosen its funniest man alive. And who is the funniest man alive? You guessed it, Frank Stallone. Congratulations, Frank Stallone.
New songs on the radio sounding fake. Prince and Genesis, but better anyway.
On Weekend Update, when you anchored, Frank Stallone was often a punchline. Did he know it was coming, or did you ever talk to him afterwards?
But I talked to his brother, Sylvester Stallone, who hosted the show, and he was like, "What the fuck with Frank?" And so I said, "It's a complete non sequitur. It's ridiculous, you know." And so he told me, he says, "The thing with Frank is, after Rocky, he decided to become a boxer. So, he'd go in the ring with it. He'd say like the Italian stallion's brother." He goes, "Every boxer in Philadelphia just beat the shit out of him." He goes, "You've never been right since, and I feel guilty about it." He says, "If you could just lay off him for a while." And I was like, "No." So I never did another job.
And finally this week, Jeanne Calment of France turned 120 years, 238 days old, making her the oldest person who has ever lived. And though she can no longer shop for herself, see friends, or even get out of bed, she still has enough strength to say, "Oh God, I want to die."
The world's oldest man, a 111-year-old parapsychologist, has passed away. He now knows for sure what all that stuff he believed in was bullshit.
Oh, shoot, that's depressing.
He now knows for sure that
Like
all that stuff he believed in was bullshit. You really got to know what a parapsychologist is.
I know, that's a weird word, parapsychologist. Oh, here, you want to read it, Joe?
The world's second oldest man died this week at 113. Good news for the third oldest man in the world, who also got bad news this week. He's dying.
Second. We have to do math? Fuck, man.
It's not.
In Connecticut this week, Glastonbury High awarded Thomas Hennessy his high school diploma at the age of 102. Way to go, Thomas. In today's world, you know, without a diploma, you've got no future, really, you know? So good for him.
The world's oldest man, this one says, Alexander Imich. Is it the same guy passed away at 111?
Yeah.
Is that what your card says?
Same guy, yeah.
Same guy. And the world's youngest man, Declan McAllister, was just born. Oh, wait, correction. The world's youngest man, Fan Wu Chang, was just born. Wait, no, it's Gaston Leclerc. No, Javier Gutierrez. No, it's Taki Yamashita. No, there's, God damn it. No wonder they don't keep track of the youngest man.
Know the end is day, nobody's gonna change. You won't ever leave. On my mind again, I'm still not tired of it. Can make you want me. And I might act okay, say things will stay the same. Say I'm not.
Harriet Thompson, 91.
Yeah.
Do you want me to read it? The camera?
No, you can just retell me.
Finished running the Rock and Roll San Diego Marathon in just over 7 hours, becoming the oldest person to complete a marathon and setting a world record for the fastest time in her age group. Previous record was set by Mildred Kenilworth, who died during mile 1.
Oh, goodness. So she crushed that record.
Man, he's the real
He's the
deal.
best, yeah.
He's the funniest guy. And so that week, Sinatra was on his deathbed.
Frank Sinatra.
Frank Sinatra, Rickles', close friend,
Sure.
So at lunch, I was like, people were like, should we mention Sinatra? I don't think we should mention it, bum him out, So, but then I said, I don't want to ask him, So I said, hey, Frank, hey, Don, have you talked to Frank lately, And he goes, yeah, I saw him last week. There was a lot of this. Guy died 4 days later. And then I said, oh. And he goes, yeah. He goes, it's a lot of me with my head 2 inches from Frank's face going, I'm not Barbara.
Some days we get closer. Things that we never really needed. Promises that we never thought of keeping safe. I guess it's never over if we never got it good.
And then
Action star Jean-Claude Van Damme will join the French Foreign Legion. In the film, Van Damme is a playboy in 1920s Paris who flees a mob boss after falling in love with the man's mistress. Also, although it doesn't say anything here about it, I'll bet there's plenty of kicking.
I like sports, You like sports? I love sports. I love, you ever see kickboxing? I've heard about kickboxing and stuff. I've never actually gone to a kickboxing. It's a great sport. The idea is it combines the style and grace of boxing, right, with kicking.
Man, I love sports, man. You can see sports on ESPN you don't see on other networks. Like kickboxing, that's my favorite sport. Kickboxing is great. When you think about it, it combines the style and grace of boxing with kicking.
You like kickboxing? I'll tell you the best kickboxing movie around. What's that? Kickboxer. It's the best one. It's the best one to see, right? Best one of all. Well, I'm glad you... bad one. You know what the worst one is? What's that? Kickboxer 2. That's the worst. It's great. It's a great movie, but it's just the worst one.
Remember, he had a joke I loved early on about kickboxing. It's like, remember he said kickboxing combines all the grace and finesse of boxing with kicking. I just was like, he had this, the way he would just punch it and reduce it to its absolute, most absurd, yeah. And you did picture like kicking. Just what sounds lamer than a guy kicking somebody?
Yeah.
So, how'd the big fight with those fraternity guys turn out?
We kicked their ass. I was punching one guy, and I was kicking this other guy. I threw this one dude right through a plate glass window.
Really?
Yeah, well, sort of, except the exact opposite.
Don't you think it's kind of silly for grown men to fight?
What, are you kidding? Did you ever see that movie Kickboxer? They're all grown men.
I'm used to say goodbye, nothing new to me. Baby, I'm trying to survive, and I know that you believe in a world with happy endings. So tired of pretending.
Norm, I'm sleeping with your wife.
You son of a bitch, motherfucker! Huh? You sleep with my fucking wife? You son of a bitch cocksucker! You're my best fucking friend, Adam! God damn you, motherfucker! I'll fucking kill you! You sleep with, that's what you were doing on fucking Friday night, were you?
But, look, I know it's wrong to objectify women. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
But in our sexual fantasies, I think we do, as men, objectify women, don't we? Like I always think of Adele, like down on her hands and knees with an apple in her mouth.
So, but that's better?
Better than what?
That's objectifying her.
Yes, I'm saying I think we do that as men.
Okay.
We objectify women, don't we?
Yeah.
What? Don't we? This Lindsay Lohan can't swim a stroke, but she sure knows every dive in town.
That one I liked. That was my favorite. I'm keeping this.
That is a favorite? Did you write this?
I didn't write that one. No,
Read that one. The guy who did the voice of Charlie Brown, he was arrested for stalking his girlfriend this week. He also said the next time Lucy grabs away the football, he's going to cut that bitch. A Swedish Bond girl, Britt Eklund, told Piers Morgan this week that she was seduced by Warren Beatty after the legendary Lothario took her to an X-rated movie for their first date. This is what I have to say about that. Hey, Warren, stop stealing my moves.
That's my favorite this week.
Tomorrow is National Secretary's Day.
Which is true.
Is that right? I plan on getting my secretary the same thing I always do, a big fat goosing.
Remember the good old days back when MILF stood for mentally ill ladies I'd like to fuck? Right.
Huh. But
Well, listen, that's Catherine Zeta-Jones admitted she is bipolar. Half the time, she's deliriously happy, and the other time, she has to suck an old man's cock. That's dirty. Come on, man. Let's be...
I like hotels. They make your bed, make your dinner, send housekeepers up to watch you masturbate. It's a dream.
Come on, man. Miss Nevada is the new Miss USA. I now must apologize to Miss Delaware. I actually have nothing to do with the final decision, but I will treasure our evening together forever.
A study has found that men are just as likely as women to spread gossip. At least that's what I heard Rick tell Brad, who, by the way, has a crush on Patty.
Oh, does she?
Listen, a new study finds that men are more likely to blame stress from work as a contributor to their poor mental health, while women are more likely to jabber on about something or other. I'm happy to help out a friend, but the next time my roommate asks for help put in sunscreen, he better be talking about his back. Fool me once. The Statue of Liberty is setting a bad example for young women. When times get tough, you just can't stand motionless for centuries holding a torch.
That's true.
I don't want to shoot myself in the foot, but my left big toe is a neo-Nazi. Even worse, my big right toe believes that there should be a gender pay gap. Gender pay gap.
The Twins' Joe Mauer has gone on the disabled list due to leg weakness. What is the cause of leg weakness? For the answer, let us go to sports show medical correspondent, the late Burgess Meredith.
Women weaken legs.
Just as I suspected. Thank you, late Burgess Meredith. The sister of San Francisco Giant catcher Buster Posey, Samantha, hit for a home run cycle, which consists of a solo, a 2-run, a 3-run homer, and a grand slam home run. This leads some to say that she might be better than her brother. Her brother, who doesn't get to hit against girls tossing a giant ball underhanded. Former Philadelphia Philly and suspected embezzler Lenny Dykstra hired a cleaning lady via Craigslist, but when the woman arrived at his home, Dykstra allegedly stripped naked and demanded that she give him a massage. I've got one thing to say to Lenny Dykstra. Hey, quit stealing my moves. Washington Redskins lineman Albert Hainsworth was arrested on sexual abuse charges this past week after being accused of sliding a credit card through a woman's cleavage. Is it just me? Or is everyone stealing my moves? Well, a Boston Red Sox sideline reporter recently did a story on food at ballparks. One thing she tried was a chicken and waffle sandwich, which she nearly choked on. Now, there is a video of this piece, but my staff has not had any luck finding it. So that means it is time to turn to the sports show computer. All right, excellent. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to start out by searching woman gagging. Oh, 1 million results. How about that? Okay, let's see. Oh, well, my lord. Oh, that's not what I was looking for. This is filthy. Okay, I can see I'm going to have to be a little more specific. Let me try woman gagging on meat. Well, there's 7 million results here. Whoa, holy Lord! There's all kinds of pictures coming up. None of these are right. Oh, people should not be doing this. How do I turn this thing off? Delete history. Wait, they're offering me a 3% mortgage. Okay, I deleted it, so that's off my computer forever?
Empty the cache.
Empty the what?
They're the cookies.
I feel filthy just touching my dirty computer.
And the #1 book is The Rules. You know about this book?
I've heard stuff about it. Tell us about it.
It's The Rules. It's how to capture a man's heart. And it's for women. And it says all these rules that you have to follow, and you will capture a man's heart. And the rule #1, have huge breasts. Yeah, that guy likes it. Yeah. Because apparently men love women with huge breasts.
They do. They like that.
That's what they say. Not this character over here, Andy.
Oh, me?
Who do you think is attractive?
I like Anna Nicole Smith.
Oh,
come on.
You're
You don't like her?
Come on.
You don't like Anna Nicole Smith?
Come on, she's gotten heavy. He's putting me on.
No, I'm not.
I
saw a picture of her recently where she was really, really fat, where she didn't look good.
Right, but you're talking about years ago when she was thin. Oh, okay.
Not that long ago. Yeah, a couple of years ago.
So you like big breasts?
Yeah, I like big breasts.
Does your wife have big breasts?
She has a normal size.
What,
breasts.
C cups?
I don't know. I hear you talking about those. I don't follow those.
You're in bad shape. Do you like Sally Struthers too?
Oh. I did.
You did, right? Yeah. That's your type.
Oh my
like
God.
Blonde
I
and
love
buxom.
Sally Struthers.
Not anymore though.
What?
Well, you don't like her anymore.
No, I don't like her with the flies around her.
It's kind of a turn off.
Newlyweds Tommy Lee and Pamela Anderson had their first argument this week. He wants kids, while she wants fake kids. This week, Rampage Jackson talked to a reporter before UFC 130.
Black girls love me too, man. I get hit on by black girls all the time. I be like, oh, I be showing my nipple, I be doing my nipple dance. Black girls love me, man.
Wait, what? You do your nipple dance? I wonder what other techniques Rampage uses to woo the fairer sex.
Are you black?
Part, yeah.
I love all parts of you. Even the black part? What other part of you?
I'm Jamaican, black and white.
She's just making me horny.
Wait, what? That line never works for me. I guess it worked for him. I don't know.
She's hot, ain't she? That's why I gave her the interview. She's hot.
Thank you, Rampage.
I want a motorboat right now.
Wait, what? That seems impossible. What? I don't know what to say about this. What do you think, Sad Bill Cosby? You don't care for that at all, Sad Bill Cosby? No. Atlanta Braves pitching coach Roger McDowell is accused of simulating sex with a baseball bat in front of children at a Braves-Giants game. The parents of the children hired attorney Gloria Allred, who held this press conference.
We'll also be doing a little demonstration of exactly what the coach did.
Wait, what? Wait. A demonstration? That's not a good idea. Aren't those the same girls? I'm no psychiatrist, but I have a feeling that this will remind these little girls of 2 days ago when that guy did it. Don't make them watch it again, Gloria Allred, please. I'm panicking for nothing. She's a lawyer. Of course she knows what she's doing. She'll figure out.
I think Justin and I can demonstrate what was done with the baseball bat. Okay, so Justin, you want to come forward here? And you want you to put your fingers up the way he had them. Okay, so then it was like that, just going like that. Is that
Wait, what? Wait. What? How long does she keep bat sexing that guy's hand? That's... Oh, wait, what? No. Is this for the people who missed it the first time? No. Please. Look, I didn't go to law school, but I don't believe lawyers do this. Don't we have something with Gloria just talking?
The coach then allegedly said, "Are you three giving it to each other up the," and he used the word for, crude word for rear end.
Wait, what, rear end? Now Gloria's getting all demure. Rear end, not like earlier when she was, no, don't show it again. All right, enough, no more, wait, what, that's over with. If I've learned one thing this week, it's to be a lot more careful who I bat my hand in front of. Senator Bob Packwood said this week he favors reduced federal deficit over a tax cut. Then he added that in case anyone was curious, he prefers nice legs over large breasts. The much talked about film Showgirls opened this week, and here's my review. Basically a high-budget porno film, Showgirls is a thinly veiled excuse to show lots of naked buttocks, legs, and breasts. On a scale of 1 to 10, I give it a 10. Well, Premiere Magazine's list of the 100 most powerful people in Hollywood hit the newsstands this month. In an odd bit of ranking, Demi Moore was ranked number 28, while her breasts were ranked 20 and 21. So, in an interview out this week, Demi Moore says she would like to have another baby, this time a boy, to go along with her 3 daughters and 2 huge breasts. Demi Moore is wrapped filming on G.I. Jane, in which she plays a Navy SEAL combat officer. Moore says that in contrast to other Hollywood portrayals of women in the military, her character will have giant breasts. Actor Bruce Willis is filming his next movie, The Broadway Brawler, in Wilmington, Delaware. Meanwhile, his wife, Demi Moore, is taking a break from movie work, saying she wants to spend more time with her huge breasts.
I always think about this. I wrote it down because I wanted to make sure I got it right. This is my favorite Weekend Update joke of all time that I think about often. It is a perfect Norm joke. The richest girl in the world, billionaire Athena Onassis, celebrated her 10th birthday this week. What's it like to be the richest girl in the world? Well, to give you some idea, at the party, they had 2 cakes.
The richest girl in the world, billionaire Athena Onassis, celebrated her 10th birthday this week. What's it like to be the richest girl in the world? Well, to give you some idea, at the party, they had 2 cakes.
SNL 40th was a few years ago. I got to stand on stage with Colin Quinn and Kevin Nealon and Norm. And the SNL 40th was a night where everyone just got a couple things to say. There was in an effort to find... And I remember laughing really hard, not at what Norm was saying as much as the idea that any of us thought Norm would play by anyone else's rules on any night.
We here are mere utility infielders. But right now, I'm going to introduce a man.
Right now? Over the years, I started at SNL in 2001. And I remember one time Norm walked back into the studio to visit. I don't remember how old his son was at the time, but his son was young. And someone said, "Hey, Norm, how's being a dad?" And he said, "It's going great. Still no abductions." That's the first thing I ever heard him say in person. My son was watching you on Update and said to me, "You talk like Seth Meyers." And he told me that when he said that, he said, "Oh no, my son doesn't know how time works." He was the gold standard, and he will continue to be the gold standard. And
how do you figure out how much to share about what goes on behind the scenes at SNL? Because I know that you were talking about Eddie not doing Bill Cosby on Howard Stern's show, and Seth Meyers wasn't crazy about that. He came out about the Ellen and said, I wouldn't have told that story.
Seth Meyers said that?
Yeah, he said, do we have the quote here? Just bring up the quote. He said, I wouldn't have told it. I feel the same way. I think when you're at SNL, you're seeing so many different things behind the scenes. There are often things to give away that are yours to give away. Norm played it in a way that is very Norm MacDonald. And he went on to praise you, but I don't know what that means. I mean, how do you choose what to reveal and what not to reveal, what to share and what not to share about an institution as powerful as SNL?
I always think, what would Seth Meyers do? It's ridiculous.
Do you have like a necklace or something with a WWSMD on it?
Yeah.
And whenever you're in a pickle, just hold that. And what would Seth do?
Yeah, because, if you really want to be really funny, then that's what you want to do. You want to think, what would make Seth Meyers laugh? That's how I live my life.
What do you think of his show?
Of what show?
The Seth Meyers show.
It's not something I would do.
Everybody lies, right? You gotta lie there, but you ever lie for no reason? That's a bad lie there. Usually there's a reason, like you want to protect somebody's feelings or, screw over your buddy or something like that, but you ever lie for no reason at all, just all of a sudden a big lie spills out of your evil head there? And you don't even know, like a guy comes up to you and go, "Hey, you ever see that movie with Meryl Streep and a horse?" And you go, "Yes." In the back of your head, you go, what the hell am I lying about over here? I stand to gain nothing by this lie. The hell am I thinking back here in my head? I don't know, man.
You know, Norm's one of those guys, he'll write something, it's a really funny joke, but also let you realize he's a sick fucker. You know, it's like he said,
Yes.
You ever find yourself, it's one of his Norm's bits, so I just thought like, I fell off my chair, and he said, you ever find yourself lying, telling a lie, and you're halfway through, you realize, wait a minute, there's no possible way I could benefit from this lie. Why am I lying? Saying, hey, did you see Avatar? Yeah. To me, that's just a monster.
Yeah.
You know, that's a twisted mind.
Yeah, he's gifted.
And my favorite thing about Norm is that he will just flat out lie. Just for his own entertainment, he'll just tell you a story that has never happened. He's completely making things up.
I was with
he does
Larry
it all the
Flint
time.
at the White House.
Yeah.
And he
Something
said,
like that.
I'll hook you up. Now, if my uncle from the plains of Ontario said, I'll hook you up, he'd probably get you a nice mincemeat pie. But when Larry Flint says it, something dirty.
Best.
Truly one of the best.
Is the First Lady a compulsive liar, though? It's beginning to look that way. In an interview on last night's 2020, intended to promote her new book, It Takes a Village, Mrs. Clinton folded under tough questioning by Barbara Walters and admitted that, in fact, it does not take a village, and furthermore, that she was aware that it does not take a village when she wrote the damn book. Meanwhile, President Clinton is hard at work on Tuesday's State of the Union address, in which he'll focus on crime, education, and the economy. At the request of the First Lady, part of the President's speech will be huge lies. More questions about Hillary Rodham Clinton's truthfulness. In an interview this week, the First Lady claimed that she won the women's 100-meter dash at the 1956 Olympics, and that she had an IQ of, quote, over 700. When it was pointed out to her that these were not especially good lies, Mrs. Clinton responded, I know, I have a problem, and then added, I invented the formula for 7-Up. In Whitewater news, federal regulators quizzed Hillary Clinton at the White House this week and gave her a perfect score on the lying section. She's a dirty liar. For years, Hillary Rodham Clinton has told people that she was named for the first man to climb Mount Everest, Sir Edmund Hillary. But as Esquire magazine recently pointed out, Sir Edmund did not climb Mount Everest until 1953, 6 years after Hillary was born. However, the First Lady does have a good explanation for the discrepancy. She loves to lie. A former Arkansas banker told the Senate Whitewater Committee this week that he gave Bill Clinton a $20,000 loan as a favor, even though it was, quote, unacceptable banking practice. In response, President Clinton stated that he has no recollection of such a loan, while First Lady Hillary Clinton said, we've never even been to Arkansas. Our top story tonight comes from the O.J. Simpson civil trial, where this week it was revealed that in his first interview with police, Simpson had refused to take a lie detector test. His reason? It detects lies.
You are bisexual.
Is that true? Yeah. Somebody asked me today, your producer actually, said, so you came out a couple years ago, and what was that like? Was it a big... I said, no, I didn't. I've never hid it.
Yeah, but you've never come out.
I never came out. I didn't have to.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I just thought of an idea.
What's that?
What if he comes out here on the show?
Brilliant idea. For comedy weeks? Next week?
Bisexuality is a real thing.
Some people don't think it's real.
They don't think it's real.
Yeah.
The joke that I heard is, like with me, people say, when I say I'm bi, straight people say, yeah, whatever, you're gay. And gay people say, yeah, whatever. You're gay.
Oh,
like
I
it's
see.
a cover up.
Isn't that
being gay.
interesting? Because
Yeah.
I think the opposite.
That it's a cover up to being
Not
straight.
a cover up, but I think that bisexuals are straight. I even think gay guys are straight. And
Yeah,
I'll tell you,
I know what you mean, but
this
that's because you were so straight.
No,
No,
this
that's
is
really
why.
what it is.
This is why, because let's say you're gay.
You can't
right?
comprehend.
And you. No, I can comprehend. But let's
well,
say
there
you're,
really is such a thing as bi. But go ahead, let me hear it.
let's say you're gay.
Yeah.
Strictly gay, right? In society.
Okay. Yeah.
And you're hiding it. You marry a woman, you fuck her, you have kids, right?
This happens all the time.
Happens all the time. Now, let's take the reverse of that. Let's say you're straight. Can you imagine, just completely straight, could you imagine a scenario where you would enter a gay relationship, get your ass fucked every night for years just to put on appearances for the folks next door? I think a guy that fucks asses has an easier time fucking a pussy than a guy who generally fucks pussy moving over to a guy's hairy ass.
It's all. I don't
put it that way.
No, I don't think. Because to me, it's not. I think you're just confused.
Okay.
Because I think it's not about gender for me.
It's not about gender.
No, it's
like playing playing the numbers. Just, I mean, it makes sense.
It's just like me being attracted to somebody doesn't have to do with whether they're a man or a woman.
Yeah, what does it have to do with?
No, I almost said their personality, but it does. I mean, that comes into play. But it's like, to me, this sounds even more shallow, but just beauty.
Yeah.
And men, you're a very
No,
beautiful man.
It sounds less shallow.
Well, no, it's shallow if you're just attracted to like a hot car.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're getting into some because intimacy and sex is what There's love and then there's sex and sometimes they happen at the same time.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's just sex and sometimes it's like there's just a hot woman or a hot guy.
Are bisexuals? Do they generally get to in the homosexual part use their cocks? Do you know what I mean by that?
Everybody uses their
Well,
cocks.
no, they're not the guy getting fucked up the ass.
That's the other weird thing. When a guy has that kind of... I have had relationships with guys that really are straight. But I am having sex. I'm popping it up.
Yeah. Well, I believe
they're
that
straight.
a person that is not homophobic, because I think homophobia runs very deep.
Yes.
And I would say, that's what I say to my friends. I go, well, if you're not homophobic, why not whack off your friend that's a gay guy? Like, what's stopping you? Or blowing him?
Well-
Or letting him fuck you in the ass? What's stopping you? You're not getting anything out of it, but he's having a hell of a time.
Well, that's where my window of opportunity
I bet it is, right?
One of them,
That is- 'cause-
Only if I like the person, and that's one of my arguments. But come on, it would be like that. It is kind of gross, if you're not into it, because it's like why not jerk your dog off? Your dog probably
Yeah,
likes
why
it, but
not?
that's because it's gross. Yeah, he's a weird one, man.
How many people, though,
Who knew?
seriously?
Wait
No,
a-
I agree with you, it's gross, but do you think that happens a lot? Like lonely people and their dogs?
Jerking off their dogs?
Oh yeah, every time I
Fucking their
see a
dogs?
woman walking down the street with a real big dog, I'm like, oh, they're going out.
Women?
Women are
But they don't
going
even
out
like
with
fucking.
They're going out with their dogs. No, they get their dogs to either go down on them. Judd Apatow recently, and I'm apologizing to him.
Oh, but
directly.
his dog is
No.
sexy. I just thought of a good show. Fucking with the Stars.
Now that I would win.
Who would not watch
right
that?
to the top.
I would watch that.
You good at
every
fucking?
week.
You're probably good at fucking.
Yeah.
Yeah. I never open up about my own sexuality, but I will right now.
Uh-oh.
I'm bad at whacking off.
What? Bad at it?
Yeah.
How could you be bad at it?
I know. You would think it would be easy. It would be fortunate.
You cannot make yourself come?
Oh, I can, but at the wrong times. And I didn't even know about lotion.
Oh, till when?
Till somebody that was intimate with me said, "What are all those big red scabs on your cock?" And I was like, "That's from my fucking furious whacking off."
When was this? How many years ago?
I used like gloves.
What kind of gloves?
Sandpaper. No, look, I'm not good at sex.
Yeah, no, at all.
No, nothing. I'm not.
Doesn't interest you.
That's the reason.
Yeah,
you got to be interested in something. This is my move. First of all, I'm not good at getting ladies.
Because you don't care.
Yeah, so I'll try to, like, I try to make it fast. Like, if I see a girl drinking at a bar, right? I'll go up behind her. I'll go. I can get us a bottle. And that doesn't work very often. But sometimes
want to
it
get
does.
right.
Yeah, I want to get right. Then I get the lady. I turn off all the lights in the room so it's pitch black, and then I lay down on top of her for 5-10 minutes. And I don't get a lot of return people.
Go well.
But you remind me of a guy that's good at fucking.
I love it.
Fucking and sucking.